All right, so hello everyone, and welcome back into Soothe the Season. This is 25 days of breathwork for grief and stress during the holiday season. We are on day 19 tonight, so we are moving and rolling and shaking through this breathwork journey together. So we're gonna go ahead and get started right away tonight. Our theme for tonight is exhaling worries. Exhaling worries. One of the interesting things about taking an exhale is the act of an exhale feels really, really good. We talked about this in a live that I just did earlier about what that feels like to really just exhale and very physically in your body feel like the weight of a thing is being lifted off you. To feel like the weight of a thing is melting away, is flowing off you. And so I want you to hold that theme as intention, a place to bring your attention. Exhaling the worries. And so as the holiday season rolls in, there could be many things that we are worried about. There could be many things that are causing stress. When we are heavily in grief, there could be a lot of worry that surrounds that. And worry doesn't feel good. Worry in and of itself is stressful. So what happens when you can breathe in healing breath and then you can send the worry out of your body with your exhale? And so that's what we just want to think about as we are moving through our breath today. So today we are just going to hold space. And I feel like here on TikTok side, so many different phrases and things get used out of context and thrown around, and I've been hearing the word holding space a lot, especially with all the wicked stuff. And I giggle, and I told my daughter earlier, I says, I don't like that, because holding space is actually a real thing, and it takes a lot really to hold space. And it's an important task to hold space or be in space that's being held for you, or be someone who holds the space. And so that being said, tonight I am just holding space for you to come to your breath, and for me to come to my breath also. So we will not be working with a manipulated breath technique tonight as we've done in other nights. Tonight this will just be more about breath awareness and the art of just sitting, the art of just being, the art of receptivity, the art of rest. And so if you are ready and if you are settled, you can sit up nice and tall and straight. Or if you are lying down, that's even better. I invite you to lower your gaze or completely close your eyes. And before we do anything with the breath, I invite you to just check in. And this is my favorite part of this routine and ritual of coming to your breath work, is the check-in. If nothing more, I think that getting into a habit of the check-in is one of the most important things that we can do. So as your eyes are closed, just checking in, and you can just kind of do a mental body scan. I'm not going to go through the entire body scan tonight. We've been here for 19 days. You know how to do a body scan. But just on your own, starting at the top of your head and just checking into all of those spaces that we check into. Checking into the spaces that hold the tension and the stress in our bodies. And just taking observation of how you feel. How do I feel in my body? How do I feel in my heart? How do I feel in my mind? How are my thoughts? And then we'll bring that focus and that attention to the breath. How am I breathing tonight? What does my breath feel like? I noticed earlier that I was moving around really quickly and kind of rushing. And when I finally went to sit down, as I just sat there, like I noticed my breaths were really shallow. I was doing a lot of chest breathing. Like the breath was not reaching down into the belly. It was not diaphragm breathing. It was shallow. It was like, and I'm like, wait a minute, why am I out of breath? Why is my breath so shallow? And so just taking an observation, just coming into an awareness. Are you breathing through your nose? Or are you breathing through your mouth? Are your breaths really shallow, short? Do you feel like you're breathing from your chest? Do you feel like you're breathing from your collarbone, from your shoulders? Maybe you're taking a breath and your shoulders are going up. And so once you have a indication of your regular pattern of breath, how you're breathing without doing anything to change your breath, just how you're naturally breathing in this state right now. We have an awareness and a check-in with how the body is doing, how we are feeling. And sometimes we can leave this presence practice right there. You can leave it right there and be done, and that's a simple check-in. But we are gonna breathe for 3 minutes. 3 minutes of your time. And if you decide after those 3 minutes that you want to continue and do more, do more. If you decide that the 3 minutes is good, let the 3 minutes be good. And so as your eyes are closed or your gaze is lowered, make sure you're sitting up nice and tall and straight. If you're sitting, if you're lying down, make sure you're comfortable. And we'll bring that attention back to the breath. But I invite you to deepen your inhale just a bit. So breathing in through the nose, we'll inhale. And through the mouth, we'll exhale. All the air is out, we'll inhale. Exhale. Breathing in, bring belly, air into the belly, chest. Exhale. You'll feel the chest deflate, the belly deflate. Nice deep breath in, belly expands out, bottom of the ribs expand out, chest opens up. Exhale. When you exhale, you want to think about releasing all of the air. So when we exhale, we want to really bring that belly all the way in, like it's kissing the ribs. And we'll inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And always keep in mind that these inhale, exhales, my voice is just a guide. So if you find in your own body that your inhale needs to be longer or your inhale needs to be shorter, that's fine. That's fine. It's not wrong to shorten the inhale. We just want to make sure that as we are doing the deep breathing, that we inhale through the nose, that we are filling the belly, expanding the lungs, and taking in as much air as you can. And that as we slowly let that breath out through the exhale, that exhale is longer than our inhale. And if you can manage to get the exhale longer than the inhale, then we start to activate that parasympathetic nervous system. We start to activate our body's natural rest and digest response. We start to activate and bring more calm. So for your last breath in, when you get your breath all the way to the top, I want you to pull in as much air as you can. Draw it in, and we're going to hold. Hold. And nice and slow, exhale it out. And as you take that next inhale and begin to settle back into a regular rhythm of breath, we always use the space in between for observation. Observing, how do I feel now? Observing, how is my breath now? Observing those areas that hold the tension, the forehead, the jaw, the clenching, right? The neck, the shoulders, our heart, our upper back, our lower back. So we bring that awareness back into all of those spaces. Our theme tonight is exhaling worries. And our mantra is, I exhale my worries and I inhale peace. I exhale my worries and I inhale peace. So as we get ready to head into this weekend, I think that stressors can get a little higher. Different things can create triggers. So just remember that you are exhaling all of the worries and that you are inhaling peace. And anytime you need to come back to the breath, you can come back to the breath. Maybe sometimes it takes more than one round. Maybe 3 rounds really bring you to a place of calm where you can, move about, make your decisions, do the things that you need to do with clarity. So I hope that tonight's breath session was helpful. If you've been rocking with me every night, y'all, we are about to be 20 days into this whole thing. I hope that you have enjoyed this. We have a short time left together. This is Soothe the Season, 25 days of breath work for grief and stress during the holiday season. My name is Addie, your breathwork guide. And I hope that you all have a wonderful rest of your night and a beautiful rest of your day whenever you are tapping into this. For those of you that might just now be popping into the live stream, video replays are available on my YouTube channel, so you can find this video over there in the Soothe the Season playlist. So hope that you guys have a wonderful rest of your night, and remember, don't forget to breathe.